If you guys haven't seen Ethan Woodgate's new content video talking about Assassin's Creed Champion, go watch that as well because he's a sweet guy. He's very good. Very good content creator. Very underrated. So yeah, Assassin's Creed Champion. Ugh, I don't want to be talking about this already, man. Like, come on. If this is real, I don't care. Valhalla left such a weird taste in my mouth, honestly. I know I made a whole video talking about how good it was. It just leaves a weird feeling in my body every time I spew it up. And frankly, I don't want to be talking about a new leaked Assassin's Creed game or rumored Assassin's Creed game because the difference between a rumor and a leak is exponential. The rumor suggests that it'll be set in medieval France and Germany. Now, how do I feel about that? Well, I don't mind it. That actually sounds like a decent area to explore throughout history because the medieval era spanned like 1,000 years full of shit, and you could easily make a whole trilogy based off of the medieval times. This article I'm reading right now says there's no obvious way to verify the said rumor, provided that the claims are legitimate. The last expansion pack of Valhalla will apparently lead into the next game. Now, I don't want Eivor, as much as I like the character, to show up in another Assassin's Creed game, because I just want them to leave all the bullshit, mythological bullshit that they've had in this Ancients trilogy. I want it left out of future AC games. Now, I know the Isu are a very big part of Assassin's Creed. I don't really care for it beyond, like, 1 through Unity. That's really all I give a shit about, because they ditched it in Syndicate, which I pretend doesn't exist, and then brought it back in Origins as if it was there the whole time. And then this article goes on to talk about the Wrath of the Druids and the Siege of Paris, which the Siege of Paris will be what apparently leads into Codename Champion. As I said, just leave this Ancients trilogy behind, make it like the Star Wars sequels and decanonize it. Although I know it's not going to happen, because both the sequel trilogy of Star Wars and the Assassin's Creed Ancients trilogy made a fuck ton of money, and it made expanded lore. But you can make an extended universe. Star Wars did it, Marvel has one, DC has one. Why can't Assassin's Creed have their own extended universe? Call it the ACEU, Assassin's Creed Extended Universe. Wait, that fucking exists! Because there's some non-canon shit that goes on in the Assassin's Creed shit, the universe. Yeah, Valhalla, it was a very big game at the time of its release. Like, it was one of the biggest games. It was pretty much a launch title for these new consoles. And then it goes on to talk about Odyssey and the sales and shit, but we don't talk about Odyssey either, because I choose to believe that game's not canon. Now, Ubisoft, depending on which branch of U is working on it, whether it be Montreal, hopefully not Quebec, could be Sofia, could be Singapore, could be any of you. Just make a competent game, please. Also, don't make the story like 70 hours long, because that's how long it took me to beat Valhalla, without me doing any side content whatsoever. It took me 70 hours. That is bloated as fuck. It is so goddamn unnecessary. They could have cut so much shit out and made it like a 35 to 40 hour experience. So yeah, please, for the love of God, I get that you guys want to make these big open world games, and I appreciate that, but that's just too big. Like, it's too big, and no one wants that big of a fucking Assassin's Creed game, because then it's going to get lost in translation. Also, another thing, please make our character an assassin. Like, whether it's pre-seasoned established assassin or someone who gets inducted into the order fairly early on, like Arno in Unity. Please, just fucking work your shit out, Ubisoft, because I'm frankly getting a little bit burnt out with this series. I've been replaying the AC games, like the older ones. I'm starting with the Ezio trilogy. All these games that are actually decent, go back and think, what made these games so decent or, like, amazing? They're just competently made. Go back to the Unity parkour system. Go back to the Unity combat system. So yeah, that's what I've said about this. Do I think this Assassin's Creed Codename Champion leak is real? As of now, I think it's fake, but who knows? I've been wrong about shit in the past. So yeah, see you guys all later. I gotta go shit because I just ate some tacos. Bye.